Hi guys, FrostFangs here and welcome back once again, of course, to another Paladins video, finally on the PTS, the public test server, recording this on a Wednesday night. The PTS has been absolutely all over the place, and my experience with it has actually been worse than most people's, which is weird, because usually I actually get the good end of the stick when it comes to actually like logging in and stuff like that. This time around it has been a complete mess for me, and if you follow me on my Twitter, you probably know that already. Don't want to bore you and go into it like a ridiculous amount in this video, but I will go and explain stuff, obviously, throughout it, because it was originally meant to be up before the weekend, then it got delayed. I think it was up for like around half an hour during that weekend, but I wasn't really able to get in, and then it was meant to come up Monday, it was meant to come up Tuesday. I wasn't able to get in either of those times and was just stuck in the login loop. Then you were able to do like the no Steam bypass, which kind of helped a little bit for a while, and then it went down again. And then today on Wednesday we got an update and everybody was able to actually get in and everything seemed to be working fine. And then for whatever reason my account wasn't logging in. I could create a new account, log in with that, my girlfriend's account logging in fine, even on my PC it would log in fine, but my one for whatever reason just didn't work. I couldn't even log in on the Hi-Rez site, and after trying for about 2 hours, which is when I'm recording this, I can get in kind of semi-consistently. It takes like a good 5-10 minutes for me to actually log in, but it seems to do it kind of consistently where I can actually quit and not worry about being able to get back in. Seemed to be something actually directly linked to my account for whatever reason. No idea what it actually has to do with, but it seems to be working now, and that's the important thing. There's no need for me to spend an hour here explaining stuff, but I was originally planning to make this video around 8 or 9 o'clock. It's now 12, but we're here now. I'm able to record some ROM. I am very, very excited. You're seeing him on your screen here with his recolor, which actually looks really, really good and probably has a very, very small gameplay advantage because it gets rid of like the shoulder piece he normally has on his left shoulder. They've also got new menu stuff. If you haven't seen the PTS, especially those of you guys on console who don't have access to it, there's a lot of stuff in this, mainly skins, a couple gameplay changes, but today's focus is going to be on ROM and more of a first impressions of the PTS because I have not had a chance to play it just yet. There will be more videos, of course, coming in the future on the PTS, so if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, because I think a decent percentage of the people who watch me aren't, you know, you can hit the button just to make sure you actually see stuff. So I'm going to go through his kit really, really quickly, then we'll jump into a match or two and actually play him and hopefully have some fun and do at least semi-decently. I haven't played him yet though myself, but his weapon is a Gatling gun. It has 500 ammo, I'm pretty sure. I don't think you have the ability to buff that out. Deals 45 damage every 0.05. It does have a spin up to it, although you do have an ability that counters that, and it also has a very, very unique soul mechanic. So as you can see there, it shreds its target souls every 6 hits. I guess we should probably go through his advanced section. It makes more sense. I also haven't read through this myself, so this is kind of me going through it for the first time. After an additional 2 seconds, you hit the max attack speed. It obviously still deals the same damage, and it's fully effective up to 80 units, so it's got like a medium type of range. Then you have ignition, which combos perfectly with the weapon. It gets rid of your spin up time. It fully spins it up, and then you don't consume ammo for 3 seconds, kind of like Sky's right-click card that you see all the time. Then you have his Q, which combos directly with his weapon as well, and the soul shredding thing I was just talking about. But yeah, those souls you actually shred off your enemies don't come towards you. That's what this ability does. They actually just sit on the ground near your enemies, and I think this ability does have some sort of range, but using it, whether you've got actually little souls you can collect or not, it does give you 1500 soul armor, which is added on to your base health, and it draws in all loose soul fragments near you. I do think it has a maximum amount of range, but those little soul fragments heal for an additional 200 soul armor when you pick them up, and you can have a max of 4k. So he has, I think, 4.5k. Yeah, so you can have up to 8.5k. I think the first time you generate it, it is unquarterizable as well because it's armor, but then after that it starts to be just healing, I'm pretty sure, unless I'm understanding that wrong. Juggernaut is like his dash. It's kind of similar to Ash's, but also quite a bit different. It has a 1.2 second charge up, and then you charge for 4 seconds, which you can extend, dealing 700 damage and applying a 900 knockup, which is quite a lot from what I saw on the patch notes show. You maintain a limited return control and reduce the effectiveness of the knockup applied to you whilst charging. So you're not CC immune, you're not damage immune, although there is a talent that I think gives you damage immunity, but you do get like knockup immunity and stuff, so you can't be like thrown around, I don't think. Then finally you have the ultimate. It does have a really, really small wind-up time on it. You fire out in a 45-degree cone for quite a decent amount of range. It deals 999 damage, so basically a K, and it stuns for 1.2 seconds. It destroys shields and also deployable walls, so like a Nara's wall, and it has a range of 100 units, which is actually quite a lot. You're rooted and immune to crowd control while using the ability. You can turn up to 60 degrees in either direction after you use it. So you basically tap E, you can adjust a little bit. You can't take CC, so you can't be stunned out of it or anything. You're basically always going to do that ability unless you get killed, and it deals 999 damage and is a stun. It's kind of like an Inara ultimate a little bit. He does share a lot of stuff with other tanks, and the soul stuff specifically is really, really unique. I do have a very basic loadout for him. It's obviously not perfected because I haven't played him yet, but just from what I would think to work, from the way that I'm guessing he's going to play, I feel like this is a pretty safe loadout. That is definitely not going to be a bad choice. These are all of his cards. I'm not going to go through all of them, but you can pause and read if you haven't seen them just yet. We're increasing his base health with this. We're also giving him a shield for 3 seconds when you drop below 30% health. It scales quite heavily. It's 250 every single level, reducing the cooldown of ignition because it does give you ammo ammo immunity, which is really nice, and it also fully spins up your stuff. And comboing that with damage reduction, I'm going to assume is going to be quite strong, because 20% damage reduction for 3 seconds is really, really nice, and a lot of other tanks have similar stuff to that. And then we're also increasing the distance a little bit. He's actually got a surprisingly decent selection of cards, to be honest. I was expecting him to have a lot of duds, but a lot of those actually seem like stuff you will see in play. It's kind of hard for me to judge because you won't really be able to tell until about a week or two after he goes into live, maybe even a month. Some characters take like a month to properly adjust, but we're going to play him. Hopefully we don't do terribly. He's got some pretty damn cool animations and sound effects from what I remembered. Well, I got Raum first time, and then somebody left and I wasn't able to get it in the second one, so I'll just play this game and be back with you in a minute. Smooth transition. You ready? 3, 2, 1. Well, played that TDM with Genos, so I was actually able to grab him now for a second time. Hopefully nobody leaves, because I actually just want to play a game with Raum. We got Siege Bazaar. Kind of glad I'm playing him on a Siege instead of a TDM, because this way hopefully we can get a bit of a longer game. Playing against him is kind of terrifying though. That F is ridiculously fast. I didn't realize it was that fast. He actually travels really, really quickly. I probably should have also looked at the builds people were using, but we got Furia, Tyra, Makoa, and Strix as the final team. Shoutouts to Drelinaran, and on the enemy side we've got Tyra, Charlene, Maeve, another Raum of course, and a Ceres. So for talent, I didn't actually go through these at the start. We've got Earth Splitter, which gives you extra ult charge rate Enforcer, which reduces the damage you take during your F. I don't feel like that's really necessary considering how fast you travel in that, at least for me. I think Earth Splitter might be a better choice. And Subservience, even though it is really, really cool, I like what it does, I don't think in this situation it makes sense. So I'm going to go for Earth Splitter, and we'll try and use the ult a ton. I've already gone through the loader. This is legit my first time even handling him in a game. We do have another tank with us. We've got Makoa. I was playing Genos with Binary Star, and it felt very, very easy to land a ton of free damage on him because he doesn't have a shield or anything, so you're always just hitting his main body and kind of shredding through him. So he doesn't feel anywhere near as like tanky as I was expecting him to, because he has no way to block damage, although he does feel like he's got a lot of health. Especially in a one-on-one fight, you do have a very hard time kind of dealing with him. I'm going to retreat a little bit because I have to play a little bit safe. Unless I'm really close to people, I might have a little bit of a hard time. We'll heal from being out of combat. I'll use the Q. That gives us a little bit of armor as well. Is anybody chasing this Tyra? Let's find out. You're also really, really slow. That's another thing. You're also very, very slow when you're actually holding fire. You're actually quite a bit slower than I thought you would be with it. Hello, enemy Raum. If you used your F, yeah, you're out of your F. So I think he's dead. You can go ahead and use the Q, which you can actually use while you're holding fire, which is nice. Oh, Headshot City. That's where we're headed, boys. I'm just going to consistently do this. We've got the ult. You're also quite inaccurate. You're nowhere near pinpoint accurate with it. Objective lost. Okay, probably should have been paying more attention to that. Let's run in on Charlene. He's just here. We'll use the right click for the charge up. Use a Q for the shield. He's way more inaccurate than I thought he would be. For some reason, I thought he'd have like ruckus level accuracy when it's not. It's like the complete opposite. He's got a lot of spread on his weapon. He feels like a very, very close range sort of frontliner, which is, I guess, what you want, especially against other front lines. Let's just hit shots on him. Nice. We'll go ahead and use the Q. Not that I really need to. He is dead. Stuns counter him really, really hard. We'll use the right click for the ammo immunity and also shred through this Tyra. Hopefully, I'm going to ult. I'm going to ult you. There we go. Nice. 999 damage, and she's out. I'm going to use the F and try and leave. I'm on such low health here. Tyra hit me with a heal. Thank you very much. As you can see, you're mad fast. He's a lot of fun to play. He's got a really, really quick fire rate, and his damage is pretty good, but it's the inaccuracy that completely threw me off. We'll use that for the ammo immunity and the damage reduction and stuff. I keep forgetting the loadout we're using. We'll use the Q to regen stuff. Yeah, I didn't go through talents, but we got Cherish, Unauthorized Use, Leviathan, Burn Monster on our Tyra, Hunting Party on theirs, strangely. Desert Shadow, Mortal Reach, Enforcer on their Raum, and then Rogue's Gam. I actually forgot his name there because I'm definitely not used to saying it. I'm bad enough with normal names, let alone new champs. Charlene is there somewhere. I'm kind of just throwing pot shots at him. Maybe we can get rid of the Maeve. Oh, Charlene's here. I'll use this for damage reduction. Maybe we can show him. We've got the ult already. See if we can get a stun. There we go. Nice. That's a double. I'll use the Q as well. Oh, he's so low, but that stun got me. I'm going to try and leave. I like the way he freaking throws the weapon. That's cool. And we are in a little safe area. Reload takes ages, though. It's a pretty lengthy one. It's a massive matter of timing, which I'm completely not used to. There's the Q. He's dead. He used his ult, but he's out. We'll use the right click for the damage reduction. I think the Maeve is out. She's very, very low. We'll use the right click again because it's got a very low cooldown. Tyra is out any second. There we go. Nice. Maybe we can finish off the Charlene. See that? The inaccuracy you get even at middle range is way, way bigger than I thought it would be. Like, I can't consistently land shots on people at that sort of range, which is really strange. Reload is really, really cool. He's massive as well. I think they said he's the biggest character in the game currently. You look at Makoa. Makoa is an easy target. Raum is like even bigger than him. It's good fun though, that's for sure. I think their Raum is using the default loadout, although I might be wrong. I'm actually not sure if that's the default one or not, but it's actually quite similar to what we're using. He's got a heal on Juggernaut and then a heal on Soul Harvest, which I don't really know why you'd run. I don't think that makes sense. The damage reduction definitely seems like a really strong card because it also gives you the ammo immunity and stuff. I kind of wish the right click also made my weapon a little bit more accurate. That'd be kind of cool, but maybe that would make him a little bit too strong. Another thing that I didn't expect is it's actually quite hard to monitor how much health you've got on him consistently. I feel like a lot of the time I'm looking down in the bottom left and not paying full attention to the fight because I'm having to watch my health. There we go. She's she's gone. We'll use the Q. I'm going to use the F and try and get it aggressively on her. There we go. We'll use that. Use the right click for the wind up, and she's... we lost the objective again. I'm definitely not paying enough attention to the point, but I'm enjoying Rahm so far. I'm taking a bit of a beating from Charlene. I'm just fighting this Rahm at freaking point blank range. I'll say it feels completely different to any other character currently. He's got a couple similarities with like Ruckus and Ash, I'd say, but honestly, he's not all that similar. It seems like you can go straight off your mount into instantly being charged up, but I don't think I was actually firing just there. I made a really bad play, but I don't know what was going on. I came off of my mount fully charged up and was firing shots. It was using my ammo, but I don't think I was actually able to deal damage with those shots, unless I misunderstood that. But yeah, this is literally my first game, so if you're playing this after having played tons of Rahm, then keep in mind, yeah, this is my first match. There we go, she's gone. We can also probably get rid of the enemy Rahm. Nice, we'll use a Q. He's gone. We can maybe also get rid of her. I'm going to actually use the F and run away here because I'm kind of low. There we go. I'm using it as more of an escape ability than an engage ability, which is probably wrong. Definitely feel like they're wanting you to use his F aggressively, and I'm using it the wrong way, but I guess it's fine. We'll use the right click for the charge up and just try and shred through him. There we go. Nice. I feel like he's just a tank shredder. I feel like I have a really hard time hitting squishies and stuff, but he's a complete tank shredder, that's for sure. When I'm going up against the enemy Rahm, I feel like I can get really, really good damage on him. There goes the Mave. You're not terrible, though, against squishies. You're still fine. I feel like I'm more effective at getting rid of the people who've got way bigger targets because of the inaccuracy and stuff. We'll use the Q. We'll just keep getting some shots on him here. I'm going to go ahead and use the ult again. There we go. That'll stun him. I don't know if that goes through walls to get the Ceres, but I'm going to go ahead and use the F here as well. Okay, we just go through each other if we're both using the F. That's something I just learned. I need to heal up a little bit. We'll use the Q for the heal and stuff. That's there. Ceres just ulted and double pulled those guys. I'm going to fall back because I'm the only person alive and I can't take on an entire enemy team. Stopped in spawn to grab Cordai's. Maybe that'll help somehow. I'm going to just keep shredding you. Burn Monster goes through his health at a ridiculous pace. I'm trying to shred him here. He's actually quite low. We'll use the right click for damage reduction again. Defense successful because they stepped off the point. That was really lucky, but we got it. 2-2. This might actually be 4-4 match. It feels like it's been quite even. I've finished off Cordai's. I'm going to grab Illuminate for that Charlene and the Ceres. That should help us out a bit. I haven't played Paladins in like 3 or 4 days either. That might be also adding on to why it feels quite strange. Like I said, I got family over and stuff, so I haven't been playing Paladins, haven't been recording Paladins, so I think that is a big reason why it feels a little bit odd, but it feels really, really good to play. It feels really, really unique as well, at least to me. We've got max Cordai's. Everybody seems to be going for max Cord in this game, which is really, really funny. They've also got a lot of damage reduction and CC reduction and stuff. I'm guessing because of the fact that Fury is stunning a lot, and I'm trying to ult a lot. That is obviously the downside to this talent, is the fact that your ult can get cancelled with CC immunity and stuff. We'll go ahead and use it. I tried to turn there on the Mave, but I forget you've got the 60-degree limit. Maybe we can get rid of it. Yeah, definitely going to need more practice before I do really, really well with him. I will obviously be making more Rahm videos or Raum videos. I don't know how to say his name. Let's just see if we can maybe get rid of the enemy Rahm. See if we can maybe get rid of the enemy Rahm. I guess it's going to be a game of who gets more headshots, isn't it? Or Makoa comes in. That'll definitely be a big hand. I'm pretty sure he's gone. Nice. I'm going to actually F in aggressively and see if I can make some sort of play like this. I don't know what my plan is here. There we go. Double knockup. Nice. We'll use a Q whilst we charge up the right click extra quick. Oh, I nearly got rid of the Ceres. I was trying to focus her down because she's the only support and stuff, but I didn't get rid of her. She's really, really low. I could have used my ult there as well. I'm going to get Haven because I feel like that's going to help because we really do need damage reduction. Let's go ahead and use the ult again. Sure, that should be at least a double stun. We got rid of Ceres, who did throw out an ult. She's dead. Oh, no. I got counter stunned. I used the Q. I used the right click for damage reduction, but I'm still out. So we stunned Charlene, Rahm, and Ceres there, I'm pretty sure, which is like 3k damage. I'm generating the ult very, very quickly. We seem to be having quite a hard time actually like holding the objective and stuff, but I think a big reason as to why he feels weird, like I was trying to say, is because I have no way to mitigate damage other than like my actual health bar. I don't have anything that I can throw in front of me to block damage like most of the tanks. I'm firing blanks currently. I don't know what's going on. That's clearly an animation difference where I'm not charged up, but it thinks I'm charged up and firing shots, but it seems to also use my ammo. I hope that gets cleared before the PTS and stuff. Am I going to die to a Ceres? We use that for damage reduction. Oh, they're both so low. Friggin' Makoa, can you go and finish them off? Okay, cool. They both died. Strix killed one of them, Makoa killed the other. I feel like once Rahm's added into the game, like the top damage stat is going to be way, way higher in general, just because he's just got a straight health bar that people are shredding into. There we go. We'll go ahead and regain the souls and just continuously fire into them. I'll use that for the damage reduction. Nice. I seem to be winning this. A Fury ult, I'm pretty sure that should guarantee it. With the movement speed buff, he's mad, that's for sure. He is very nearly gone. I have not let go of my left click here. How long have I been firing for? He's really, really slow. He feels really, really heavy, but it doesn't feel bad. It's kind of weird. It feels pretty good being this heavy. It actually feels kind of good being this heavy, which is weird. It's a sentence I've never said before. I might actually F away here. Yeah, I'm going to retreat a little bit. I feel like it's a good idea for us to pull back a tad, because if I keep pushing up that much, I'm probably going to get shredded. I use the right click for you. Burn Monster Tyra is shredding. We use the Q to regain the souls. He's gone. We can also get rid of Charlene. He's just a big target, so Charlene is getting such easy 1Ks on me. I'm actually going to F in and maybe get rid of this Ceres, or maybe get rid of the Tyra instead. Sure, we can try and get rid of one of them. I'll use that for damage reduction. She is gone. Nice. We can also maybe get rid of Maeve. Ceres is on me too. You are gone. Nice. I don't have the right click. We've got 2 of them. I'll take 2. 2 for 1. That's a fair trade, I think, by anybody's standard. We'll go ahead and grab more Haven because damage reduction feels great on him. There we go. 3-3. This is going to be a pretty damn long siege game, to be honest. I feel quite happy with this so far. Obviously, like 2 weeks from now, I can look back at this video and it'll be really, really painful to see me play ROM the way I'm playing him now. But if you're enjoying the video, drop a like on it. And if you want to see more PTS stuff, let me know, because I'm going to be trying my best to bring it as long as the PTS doesn't break for me or anything like it has for like the past couple days, and I will try my best to keep it coming. I'm personally really excited to make PTS videos. I'm hoping that you guys are excited to see them. Feels like an effing championship here. Indeed it does. This is a very, very tense game for my first match on ROM. It's a 3-3 siege. It's not really what I was hoping for, but you know, I'll take it. What a way to start off the goddamn PTS videos. Let's just run on the point. I haven't played the point at all so far today. Let's just run on it now, see if we can go ahead and maybe pull off an ult play. I don't know what I should do here. I don't really know what my plan is. I could maybe make like an ult or something. I don't really know. Shall I ult you? Let's ult you. Sure, we'll go ahead and ult. I dodged the Ceres ult there technically. I'm trying to use my Q. It was on like a 1 second cooldown, so was the right click. That was unlucky. I think we might actually lose this now. Mako and Fury were trying to hold it. Fury is the only one left. She just threw a Q at the Tyra and actually killed the Tyra because Strix landed a shot. Let's group up and then like flank left. I feel like that's a pretty good idea. I guess we can try and play kind of aggressively. We can probably get rid of this Charlene actually, maybe straight off the bat. I have Illuminate 1, which is not enough. Oh, he's low. He's low. He's feeling the burn right there. I don't know what my plan is. I guess run away. Well, never mind. Defeat. We didn't get any overtime, which is strange because usually you get overtime when it's 3-3, even if you're not touching the point. But for some reason there, it didn't trigger it. I don't know. The overtime rules are complicated, but Ceres is the gal with top play. Bit of a strange ending to the match, but overall, I think it was good fun. Definitely an intro to ROM. Definitely nowhere near the best I'm going to be playing with him, but I reckon it's pretty standard for a first game. Ceres with top play and the cheeky spray. You gotta love it. And there you go. There are the stats for the match. I don't feel like I did too badly, although I definitely didn't do great. I feel like okay is the perfect way to describe how that match went. 10, 11, 19, 101k damage. Over 100k, that's good enough for me. Frost, Frosty, Frost. Shoutouts to Venerous, Plushy Angels, who I played with in the game that I played with Genos before this one, and also Dangel131. I played with him before as well because I recognize that name. Don't get this kind of level in normal Paladins. That was a pretty tense match. I didn't play great because I was on a character I'd never played before, but I actually didn't do too bad. I feel like I did okay. It just took me a little while to get used to him, and he's also just very, very different to anything I played before in this game. Our Fury did pretty damn good. Mako did pretty decent. Strix did pretty decent. Tyra, I was expecting to have a lot more damage considering she went for Burn Monster there, but clearly it didn't work out too well for her. She's got a bit of a weird loadout for it. Maybe that added to why there, but Tyra definitely could have done better if you ask me. If we go through the rest of them, their arm did pretty decent, although he didn't actually do that great. He had a lot of objective time, but that is pretty much it. So did the Ceres. They were on the objective a lot more than this. We actually had a quite hard time pushing through to the objective, which was a bit strange, but he did pretty decent. Tyra did fine. She actually has the most damage there. She kind of shredded me a lot of the time there alongside Charlene. Maeve doesn't have that much damage. Wasn't too big of an issue. It was mainly these 2 damages, and also Ceres was healing for a ton. Overall, I'd say that was a pretty even game. That could have really gone either way. I think if I was more comfortable with ROM, I could have easily done a lot better there. Loadout didn't work badly. I actually didn't really mind the loadout. I'd actually probably buff out the Q a little bit more than I am right now. I don't think I'd really change the F or the right click. I don't really feel like the heal or the ammo would be that useful. Reload speed, I don't really think I'd need. Reducing the spin up time could be kind of nice, but at the same time, not necessary. I think I'd probably add some stuff from this. Reduce the cooldown of Juggernaut could be cool. Each soul fragment gather heals you for 20 could be cool. Heal for 100 after activating it could be nice. I can imagine that being quite useful. And reducing damage taken. Wait, why don't I have that card in there? That seems like a great choice. Definitely think Voidlord will be a decent choice because you do use that Q a lot when you're in a fight, but also the damage reduction on the right click felt like a really good choice. I really like this card. Max health makes a ton of sense with just the way his kit works. The shield makes sense. Reducing the cooldown of the right click itself makes sense, and Voidlord I think would be a good card to throw in there, although I actually don't mind having subjugation in there. I didn't feel like that was, you know, useless or anything. But yeah, there we go. That was my first match on the PTS and my first match with ROM. He is ridiculous. He's insane. He plays like no other character in the game right now. I don't really even have words to properly explain it, but I reckon it's one of those things that once you play him, you'll kind of get what I mean with everything I've been saying throughout this. He's just ridiculous. He's such a cool character. He does have a decent amount of stuff that counters him. Burn Monster Tyra, because its base health percentage will be ridiculous. I can imagine Sky Debilitate would kind of shred through him as well. Anything like that is going to go through him pretty quick. Freaking, you go ahead and grab Zim with Guillotine, you're just going to instantly get rid of him, deal crazy damage. Anything that would counter Makoa in an ultimate counters ROM, but way, way harder is basically what I'm trying to say. But he's cool. Let me know, of course, your thoughts in the comment section down below. I'll see you all really, really soon. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully this has satisfied your ROM needs, although there will be more soon. See you all really, really soon. And as always, stay frosty.